Hope you guys are going to have a great day and a great weekend. So if you guys are watching this right now, I'm going to be explaining the 10 essentials again, but with one essential and explaining the pros and the cons of the essentials. So I'm going to start from essential number 1 and go all the way through 10 for each video. So today's video, we're going to be talking about essential number 1, pocket knife. Now in my scout book, it reads, pocket knives that, let me find it real quick. A pocket knife or a multi-tool could be the most useful tool you can own. Keep yours clean, sharp, and clean, sharp, and secure. And don't pick one so heavy that it pulls your pants down. So what it's saying is, after you use it on something like whittling on wood, or like how I understand it is whittling on wood or something like that, and it gets dirty and gets greasy or something on it, it means to wash it off. Like if it was me, I wouldn't use soap unless it's really stuck on there, or you could soak it in water, but you just have to be careful putting your hand in there. So just put some water on it, rinse it off, get like a paper towel or something, and just lightly scrub it, and that will clean it. And sharp, if it gets dull, like if you look at the blade when you open it, and you look at the blade right there in the center, like right here, trying to cut yourself when doing it, but if there's light reflecting off of it, like if you put in sunlight and light's reflecting off of it, that means it's sharp. Another way to tell is, I think if you run your hand or your finger or thumb to the, I think it's right or left, and it feels like it's got like a click kind of a thing, like it's not like smooth, it's kind of like a harder thing, you can tell that it's sharp. Now for knives, the pros of a knife is, like I said, you can use it for multiple things. You can use it to whittle on wood, cut rope, and sharp, like a whole bunch of stuff you could think of. Now, with knives, the smaller knives are really cool, but the thing about smaller knives is that sometimes they do a good job, but sometimes they don't do the best because they all have the biggest blade, but they're light enough, and if they're sharp enough, they can do a lot of work better. They can actually do better than a bigger knife, and this is the only knife I could find. So this is a big knife, and you don't want to carry big knives around unless you don't have any other knives. But carry a smaller knife. It's much lighter, like I said, and whatnot. It's really cool that they make so many types of knives, and I have a knife. It is my official Cub Scout knife from when I was in Cub Scouts. It was my very first one. I forgot where I set it. I think it's over here somewhere. I don't know, I can't find it, but they're really nice. Like I said, the smaller knives, and the pros of the smaller knives I explained to you are they're lighter, they're easier to carry, and they're much more reliable. They're much kind of more reliable. And the cons of it is sometimes it doesn't do the best job. They can cut you easier because they're smaller, I guess, and if you reach in your pocket, it's smaller enough. Sometimes when you reach in your pocket for a big knife, you know it's there, and little enough, sometimes you got to feel around for it, and you could, accidentally pop the blade open and put a hole in your pants, but I don't know how that's possible. But anyways, the pros of bigger knives like this are they cut bigger pieces, or they whittle big pieces of wood, cut big pieces of wood. They're really nice and handy in situations like for if you're going camping and you need to cut your food and you forgot a knife, you can use your pocket knife. And that goes along with cleaning it, because when you clean, after you use it, you want to make sure it's clean. Now, my blades, I don't tend to usually keep them clean. they're usually never too greasy or grimy or nasty. I just use them sometimes to sharpen my pencils, but I usually don't clean them because they're never super dirty. But even if they're not super dirty, I would recommend to clean them just so they stay nice and whatnot. And so, yeah. And the cons of the big knives are, like, they're too heavy sometimes. They're just too much space, and they're just a waste of time sometimes. Also, with knives, you can, in your patrol, in your patrol or your troop, as a troop, you can share one pocket knife, and it works a whole lot easier and have someone carry it. Like, when you go on camping trips, you pick one responsible person to carry that knife. But in between your patrols, you can do that too. You can either give it to your patrol leader or your assistant patrol leader, or if you're going in troop, you could give it to a scoutmaster or your senior patrol leader or your assistant senior patrol leader or someone who's responsible. So that is all today I have for you to talk about knives. If you guys want to learn more about scouting and the 10 essentials, remember to click that red subscribe button, hit the bell, and so you don't miss any of this content. And remember to leave a like on this video and comment down some tips below if I missed anything. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This is Boy Scout Crafts.